In business, change is inevitable, and it is crucial that businesses adapt to their consumers' wants as they change over time. This video investigates the factors which influence the dynamic nature of business, the reasons why new business ideas are necessary, and how new business ideas are generated. Without meeting the needs of customers, it's very unlikely that a business will survive long term, never mind make a profit. However, business is very dynamic in nature, and change can happen overnight, but some markets are much more dynamic than others. Simply put, some markets change quicker and more often than others. Therefore, it's essential that businesses continually monitor and analyse the market they operate within to understand its dynamic nature, so the business can effectively and efficiently react to any change. This allows businesses to adapt their existing product range and their services that they offer, such as Weetabix launching an on-the-go version of their traditional breakfast cereal. This was for consumers who have a busy lifestyle and need something quick and convenient in the morning. Businesses may also adapt their branding by making subtle changes to their logo and packaging to ensure that they stay relevant and up to date, such as Cadbury's have with their chocolate bar packaging on numerous occasions over the years. In addition, businesses also adapt their processes to enhance the shopping experience over time. This is to keep up with changing buyer behaviours and to continually meet the needs of their customers. A good example of this is McDonald's and the way they have adapted the customer journey and purchasing options. They have gone from a till system and a drive-thru only to self-serve machines, an app, and home delivery services. All of the above adaptations allow businesses such as Weetabix, Cadbury and McDonald's to meet the ever-changing needs of their consumers and customers. Alternatively, entrepreneurs may develop new and unique business ideas, such as innovative products and services, after identifying a gap in the market as a result of any changes. But what causes change influences the dynamic nature of a market and presents opportunities for new business ideas? Well, there are three key factors which we are going to investigate. These are changes in technology, changes in what consumers want, and products and services becoming obsolete. Let's take a look at these factors in more detail, with some supporting examples of businesses who have either adapted to these changes or developed new and original ideas as a result. As we are all aware, technology is advancing at a rapid rate, and it is these changes in technology which provide entrepreneurs with the opportunity to take advantage of gaps in the market with new business ideas. Alternatively, it could mean existing businesses may need to adapt their current products and services to meet the needs of their consumers. Integrating e-commerce and m-commerce into its operations has become standard practice for most of today's businesses. For example, the increasing power of web technologies and the rise of mobile device technology such as smartphones and tablets means that entrepreneurs can now run a fully functioning business from a smartphone device and an internet connection alone. These technological advancements have made entrepreneurship more accessible than it ever has been before, with websites such as Shopify providing a platform for entrepreneurs to open up an online store overnight, and fulfillment methods such as dropshipping, meaning entrepreneurs don't even have to stock the products that they sell anymore. Orders are fulfilled automatically through a third party, such as a wholesaler or manufacturer. Another example of a technological advancement which has caused change is the introduction of streaming services such as Spotify and Netflix. In fact, Blockbuster was at one point the market leader in the video rental market and was offered the opportunity to buy Netflix in its early form, which at the time offered a web-based video rental service. However, Blockbuster famously declined this opportunity and failed to adapt to the technological advancements in their market, leaving the door wide open for Netflix to develop its business over time to become the well-known streaming service that is widely used today, ultimately leading Blockbuster to eventually close its doors. Changes in demographics, consumer taste, and trends in society are all very influential factors in relation to the dynamic nature of business, which leads to entrepreneurs and businesses developing new products and services to meet these changes in what consumers want. Changes in demographics such as age, gender, ethnicity, and levels of income all have a direct impact on what consumers want. For example, if the population was ageing, then businesses who target older consumers as a segment of the market will be more popular. Alternatively, a decrease in the level of income within the UK would lead to a rise in popularity for discount retailers such as Aldi and Primark, as the disposable income levels of the population is reduced, thus causing a change in buyer behaviour. Changes in consumer tastes and trends in society could be influenced by a wide variety of factors, including ethical and environmental concerns, or simply because a product has become popular and very desirable. For example, sneakers have evolved from an item of sportswear into both fashionable and cultural commodities, with the global sneaker market valued at $79 billion in 2020, and it's expected to reach $120 billion by 2026. This rise in popularity for sneakers has been fueled by millennials and Gen Zers who have a clear taste for sneakers and are willing to pay the price for limited edition models and collectibles via online platforms such as StockX. Veganism is a societal trend which is on the rise in the UK due to a variety of factors, such as concerns for animal welfare and the planet from a growing audience, which has caused major changes in what consumers want across a wide variety of markets, with many businesses now adapting their product range. For example, McDonald's have just introduced a vegan McPlant burger, and Greggs have launched a vegan sausage roll to meet this change in what consumers want. Many products and services have a limited lifespan, and at some point in the future will become obsolete and no longer available for consumers. The lifespan of a product can be tracked on the product lifecycle, which allows a business to analyse the life stage that their product is in during its lifetime, right from the initial launch through to decline. By tracking a product during its lifetime, businesses can think of new and innovative ways to adapt the product to prolong its lifespan, or develop completely new products which would meet consumer needs more effectively. There are many examples we could use for this, but technological products such as the mobile phone are perfect. The first mobile phone to be sold commercially was way back in 1983, but they were very expensive and didn't really meet the general consumer's needs. Things changed in the 1990s. The market started to accelerate, with Nokia releasing the world's first mass-produced mobile phone, and the market has gone from strength to strength since. Nokia was at one point the market leader, and would compete intensely with the likes of BlackBerry and Motorola, etc. All of them would adapt their mobile phones with every new release, such as adding new features, which included colour screens, touchscreens and internet access. However, in 2008 a new player came to town, Apple. They saw a clear gap in this market and believed they had the innovation to change the market completely and become the market leader themselves. You could argue that they've been very successful in their venture into the mobile phone market, again adapting their product over time to meet changing consumer needs, such as the ability to FaceTime, take high definition photos and stream a variety of media, all from the mobile device itself. Whilst it's difficult to see at this moment in time, the mobile phone could one day become obsolete itself. In fact, Mark Zuckerberg has just unveiled the long-awaited smart glasses partnership with Ray-Ban, which will allow consumers to take photos, listen to music and make phone calls as a minimum on early versions. Zuckerberg believes that this is just a start, suggesting that Ray-Ban stories are an important step towards a future when phones are no longer a central part of our lives. Who knows what the future holds? The only thing we can guarantee in business is change will happen due to its dynamic nature. So that's it, the dynamic nature of business explained. After watching this video, hopefully you've got a better understanding of how new business ideas are developed and why existing businesses adapt their products and services to meet the ever-changing needs of their consumers. If you want to learn more about business, don't forget to subscribe to Two Teachers on YouTube to see our weekly video uploads on key business topics. Thank you for listening and all the best.